Ryan had been planning a short weekend trip for weeks. Life in the city had been loud, crowded, and draining lately, so when he finally got a few days off, he decided he would drive out to the hills, alone, just to clear his mind. He packed his bag lightly, grabbed some snacks, filled the tank, and set off right after dinner. It was one of those drives that start out peaceful, the kind where the road hums softly beneath the tires. The night air feels crisp and everything outside the windshield looks calm and quiet. He followed the same route he had taken a couple of years ago, or at least he thought it was the same route. The city lights disappeared behind him, replaced by tall trees and open sky. For the first hour, everything was normal, smooth road, music on, and GPS guiding him steadily towards the cabin that he had rented for himself. But somewhere after midnight, the GPS suddenly said, "Recalculating route." Ryan frowned because he had not missed a single turn. The road was straight with no exit signs or side roads. He glanced at the screen again, and that's when he noticed something odd. The map had gone completely blank, just a gray square where the road should have been. He figured maybe the signal was weak because it happens all the time in the hills, right? So he turned the radio on to keep himself company. But instead of music, there was just a faint static noise. It was not the normal kind of static. It had this slow, uneven rhythm like breathing of a person. That's when he started to feel it. This strange kind of quiet that does not feel peaceful at all. It felt as if the whole forest outside was watching him. He switched off the radio and focused on the road. But the more he looked, the more unsettling things became. There were no road signs anymore, no reflectors, no markings, not even a single direction board. Just dark asphalt curling through mist and endless trees. He checked the time. It was 1:47 a.m. But when he thought back, it did not make sense because the drive to the hills usually took under an hour and he had been on the road for almost two. Somehow the same turn kept appearing again and again like he was driving in circles. Then through the fog ahead, he spotted a faint shape, a car, parked sideways across the road. Its headlights were off and the driver's door was wide open. Ryan slowed down and honked once. No movement. He stopped a few feet away, got out, and walked closer. The car looked old, like something from the early 2000s, and there was mud smeared all over the license plate, almost like someone had done it intentionally. He peered through the window. There was no one inside, just a jacket on the front seat and old GPS device still glowing faintly. When he leaned in, his stomach tightened because the map on the GPS looked exactly like his. The same grey screen, the same route except for one strange detail. Instead of showing an arrival time, it just had a blank line there. The forest around him was too still now, not even the sound of insects that was there. The kind of silence that feels heavier the longer it lasts. He turned to go back to his car, and that's when his own GPS came back on. But the voice was not the same anymore. It was not robotic. It sounded slower, deeper, almost human. And it just said one word, "Continue." Ryan froze. He turned to look behind him, thinking maybe he'd just misheard. But the moment he did, his chest went cold because there was no road behind him anymore. The asphalt just faded into thick fog and trees. There was no way back. So he drove forward, slowly, his headlights barely cutting through the mist now, and every turn looked familiar, like he had already been there. He began recognizing shapes, a tilted sign, a crooked tree, a pile of rocks by the road, like the world was looping around him. After what felt like hours, the trees finally opened into a clearing, and right in the middle stood a small wooden cabin, lights flickering in the window. Relief rushed through him. Maybe someone could help, he thought. But as he got closer, his stomach twisted because the car parked beside the cabin was the same one that he had seen earlier. Same color, same jacket inside, same mud-covered plate. Only this time the headlights were on. Ryan stopped at the edge of the clearing and just sat there staring. The cabin light flickered again, and through the window he saw a tall figure, still motionless, facing the road. He blinked, and the figure was gone. The light went out. A second later, his GPS spoke again in that same low, distorted voice. "You have arrived." The car engine died instantly by itself. The headlights dimmed. Ryan's breath fogged the windshield and he tried to start it again, but nothing. When morning came, hikers found his car in that same clearing. Doors locked, keys in the ignition, but no sign of Ryan anywhere. And here's the part that still confuses investigators. They found two sets of tire tracks, one leading in and another leading out, but only one car. The case was marked as unsolved disappearance. Locals now call that route the road where GPS stops speaking. And they say, if you ever drive there after midnight, your GPS will lose signal and the map will go blank. A calm, unfamiliar voice will whisper the same word Ryan had heard before he vanished. That is, continue.